Hello everyone, it's your boy Namari here, back at it with another video. Here to bring y'all what if female Naruto was the new kyubi. Now, to give a little bit of explanation, this is gonna happen after the kyubi attack. This is before kyubi was sealed into, I'm gonna call her Naruto in this story. Basically, kyubi's gonna say, Shirigami-sama, I do not want to be alive on this earth anymore. I'm tired of being used by the people. So, instead of sealing me into her, I want you to turn her into the new kyubi. That's basically how that's gonna go. And so, Kushina will hear this, and then the Shinigami says, if I do this, she will basically change in looks and stuff. And so, this is how she looks now. But when she go into her 9-tail form, this is how she's gonna look. Well, instead of being 9 tails, it's actually gonna be 10 tails. I'm gonna make her 10 tails. My fault. But then it's kyubi, basically. So, the Shinigami was, then the kyubi says, yes, I understand that. I think it might be best, and you're still gonna have to take their souls anyways. I do not want to be used as a weapon anymore. I'm tired of these people trying to use me for everything. I'm not a weapon of this universe. I was meant here to try to help stop the humans from making the kyubi, but as you can see, all they want to do is imprison me. I have a soil job myself, and I was also sent here by Kami herself, not only to save the sixth path, because I was chosen by the save the sixth path, but I was also sent by Kami. This is when Shinigami says, I understand, and I will do this. So basically, he says, Minato no Mikaze and Kushina Uzumaki, your daughter is now the new kyubi, or kyubi in other people's eyes. I'm gonna make her last tail actually be her. It's gonna be like the Sharingan. Oh no, a version of the Sharingan. I'm gonna say that now. It's gonna be a version of the Sharingan. Sorry about that. And so basically, Minato, he kind of nods his head and understanding, and Kushina's like, will I be able to see my baby again? This is where the Shinigami goes, I was to let you be sealed inside of her for y'all payment, to watch her grow up, and so you can also talk to her. But I will say one thing, I expect y'all to teach her rights and wrong. I'm not gonna leave it up until she's gonna get the Kiwi's old memories and y'all's memories. This is where they look at the Shinigami and nod their head, and basically they will so basically she will turn into now the new kyubi. So yeah. So she'll look just like this, and a lot of people will call her a demon now, especially because they can see the little fox or wolf fox. Why I say wolf? I hope I did not call her wolf earlier. I meant fox. And basically they will see the little fox parts on her, like the ears and tails, and they're like, well, they don't know how many tails she, but right now she has one tail. And basically they just think that she's the fox, just weaker and in a different state. And so Hiruzen, he's trying to tell everybody in the village that no, she is not the fox. She's actually a girl that has these opinions due to being her genes and stuff being a little bit messed up with being so close to the kyubi when they attacked near the hospital that she was in. Due to a hospital actually being attacked by one of the kyubi's tails, so that card story kind of works. This is where he said that is why Minato decided to make her the new Jinchuriki of the kyubi, because they made a seal, or the Shinigami made a seal to make it look like I'm gonna say the Shinigami was the she, make him look like she actually sealed the kyubi, but realistically it's just giving her the powers, and the seal will break away soon regardless. So yeah, so that happens. This is where Minato, he kind of says, is Hiruzen an idiot? Why would he announce something like that? And basically he wants to take over his daughter's body, but he knows it's better off if he doesn't. He knows his best bet right now is just to like watch how everything plays out. So yeah. Now, we're gonna time skip for years. Now, Naruto, she's gonna be kicked out of the orphanage. Minato and Kushina will both be pissed off at this because they're thinking like we saved these ungrateful bastards and they're gonna do this to our daughter. And then basically they're finna pull Naruto into the mindscape to tell her some things. But we're gonna digress. That is gonna be another time skip for 2 years. Now, Narco has learned a lot from her parents, how to read, write, cook, clean, basically, and all that type of stuff. And so she would normally go into the mindset by meditating, which makes her a very still child. But she also realized that she's not normal due to having all the type of fox appearance all over her body. Like, and she's just been wondering, like, basically, what all has she gotten and stuff like that. So yeah. Now, Narco, she then starts to like basically train even more, and I'm gonna do it. This is when she enters the academy. Now she knows to act dumb, so basically and every time all throughout the year, she basically on purposely fail. But in her training, this is what she'll be learning. At the moment, she's learning fluent jutsu, kenjutsu, ninjutsu, shape shifting, how to control her tail beast chakra, and due to that, her being an actual tail beast now, she has perfect chakra control, and she has an unlimited amount of chakra. So basically, the Bunjin, that's dead as hell. She's not gonna be able to do that. It doesn't matter how good her chakra control is. This is too much chakra. She would basically, and the reason why I call her the white kyubi or whatever, I don't know what I just called her, or the white fox, is because basically, even though she is the kyubi, I want her to have the ability to control every element, but I want her to have a special ability for black ice. So yeah, I want her to be able to control black ice to make her attacks like a lot stronger and stuff. Anyways, so basically they both what's it called? Basically, she take her training like very seriously, and I'm gonna say at the moment she's at like a low tuning level. So we're gonna time skip. She's by the way, she can shape shift into anything she wants due to having the kitsune part of her. I think I called her the new kyubi. I might have to change channel to the new kyubi. No, I'm not gonna make her the Juby, but I'm gonna give her the Juby. Eyes just a lot different. Like, well, it's basically the Sharingan gun that Sasuke has, I guess, but it's white and blue. I'm gonna say it's the Sharingan and Tensei gun. Yeah, I'm gonna combine all of those. She's also activated her eyes also. So yeah, so she's 6 right now. I'm gonna time skip another 6 years to the point where she's 12, and basically. The reason why I'm doing this is because there's really no point of me going through the training due to her having also her parents' like memories. So she knows everything they already know, and also they're training her. So right now I'm gonna make her at low Ambu level. Yeah, low Ambu. And when it comes to the getting exam, she does the written exam. She passed it with flying colors, and she was the first one to finish. This is where she starts to read a book called no, it's gonna be a book on how to make your own ninjutsus. That's the only thing her parents did not teach her, is how to make her own ninjutsus, due to them wanting her to first master theirs before she gets a book on how to make her own. So basically she will take that time and to learn to master those jutsus. Um, so yeah. Um, she'll also start to develop like feelings for a special Nara that's in her class due to him being very smart to her. She likes people that are intelligent, but at the same time knows when to be lazy and stuff. Because she is a little lazy. Um, Even though her mom doesn't really like her going out with Shikamaru due to Shikamaru's lazy nature and knowing how active Naruto actually is, but they also respect the wishes of their daughter wanting to be with him, so they don't really complain. But one thing is for sure, Minato is a very much so an overprotective father. So you can just imagine what he thinks of Shikamaru right now. He just wants to kill him. So yeah. Um, but Naruto, she'll also be now training on to make ninjutsu of her own. And Sasuke would see this and goes, a book on how to make ninjutsus. I can use that book. Maybe then I can craft my own ninjutsu. So he finished that test, and that's when they all start to get ready to go to the training, like to the training grounds to do the kunai shuriken and taijutsu test. And so basically, in the middle of that test, before Naruto goes, Sasuke goes, "I want you to give me that book on how to create ninjutsus." It's when Naruto look at Sasuke with like a eyebrow raise and goes, "Why would I give you the book that I'm currently reading when you can go to the library?" And also, she had a match to show to everyone that like she's very energetic and basically a deadlifts. But as everybody's just hearing her voice and how nonchalant she's actually being, they're still starting to realize that like, wait a minute, wait, is this even really Naruto? And some girl says, Naruto, stop trying to act so cool to get Sasuke-kun attention. This is where Naruto goes, I don't want his attention. He can really keep his shit to himself. I already have someone I like. And basically, she then starts to walk away from them as she starts to read the book again. This is when Sakura would try to take the book, but Naruto would kick her in the side, sending her flying to the wall. This is when Naruto goes, what the hell just happened? And Naruto goes, well, she tried to steal the book I was reading off my hands like an idiot. And so I just kicked her away from me. This is where Naruto sighs. He goes, He goes, Sakura Haruno, if you try to do something like that again, I will send you to detention and I would not let you become a ninja. Which Sakura gets up very shakily. This is when Naruto sighs again. She goes over, she heals the girl and says, don't try to do something stupid like that again, please. And she'll go back. Which then Naruto's like, wait, you know medical ninjutsu? And then this is when Naruto goes, yes, I'm actually class A or level 1 basically, which is like I'm gonna say that's the top. Like level 3 still, it's like clearance. Like you get clearance 3, which is like barely anything. Clearance 2 is like middle, and then class A, class 1 is like basically you are trained to be on the everything about being a medical ninja on the battlefield and off. As she then says, I also work in the hospital. I just go as a hinge. That's the doctors and them ask me too because they rather me look older than younger. After I become a ninja, then it'd be fine for me to not go as a hinge. And so Naruto goes, okay. And basically, this is when Naruto would say, well, why don't we just get to the testing? And basically, she will pass this kunai shuriken. She's at the top of the class of this. She actually got a 10 out of 10 on everything, which Aruka's like, what the hell? He's like, Naruto. He's like, should I not be surprised about this? And this when Naruto goes, yeah, really everything you knew about me was kind of fake. Other than the pranking. I do like pranking. I do like being mischief a little bit. It is in my nature, after all. As she then looks at her ears, and Naruto then goes, oh, right. And so basically, he then says, well, after this, would you like to go get ramen with me? Naruto, she goes, sure. but she didn't go like sure, but like after this is like after we get done with all the testing and iPads and stuff, this one Erika goes, I want to see what the real you is kind of like, and so basically she'll nod her head, and she'll pull back out her book after going and waiting for her name to be called for the Taijutsu. Now she'll go against Mizuki, which in all she would just see that Mizuki went low tuning speed, and so Naruto look at Mizuki like really, and she would wait for him to come close. She would dodge and just neck chop him so quick that basically he doesn't have much time to react. This is when it's gotta be known to everybody that Naruto can defeat a Chunin while barely trying. And so Sasuke then goes up to her and be like, so you're actually very strong. I want you to fight me. This is when Naruto will look at Sasuke like, bruh, really? He's like, fight me now. And this is when a bunch of girls like, don't just annoy Sasuke-kun. You need to fight him now. And so she's just looking at them like, bro, I'm not finna fight someone off of just because it's a little horny over some fucking strength I have. And so this is when Minato with this says, if I was alive, I would have killed that kid. I really would have. No one basically did mess my baby girl nut. And basically, he's just yelling in the background. And this is when Naruto will laugh and be like, y'all are funny. None of y'all could have demanded me to do any of this if I don't want to. Sasuke would shoot a fire jutsu at Naruto. Naruto wouldn't even dodge due to fire attacks not hurting her. And Naruto would see this, he would be like, the hell? Sasuke will also be wide-eyed. But when he does not realize is that the Hokage and the other Jonas are watching this. And this is where she then says, you know, Sasuke, that can get you arrested. You know that, right? And your chakra and stuff to be sealed, and you'll be put in maximum prisons for doing that. And so basically everybody, even all the Jonas and the Hokage, says like, when the hell is Naruto becoming this strong? And Hiruzen looks at Kakashi, and Kakashi goes, you know how every time I told you she's very good in genjutsu? And Hiruzen goes, yeah. Well, just think about it. She put my whole squad in a genjutsu at once, and we couldn't find her because of it until she wanted to be found. And this is when Hiruzen goes, oh, that's what you meant. And then Kakashi goes, yeah. She has a lot of weapons. I don't even know where she gets them from. Or she made them herself with her chakra. I don't even know. But she can make any weapon she wants. I've seen her do that before, though. And so Hiruzen goes, oh. So now she'll basically walk away from the class and goes into her own area. Where now she has now she's starting to think of how to add juices to her ice release. Due to her not really having that many juices to add into it. So yeah. Now Sasuke, he's thinking of finding a way to make Naruto, I guess you could say his slave, or as in the sense of fashion of basically making her a servant, I guess, kind of ish. And so basically, he's thinking about going to the civilian council after this to get anything she knows. This is when like basically Sasuke is like is where basically like that is when the next stage happens. And so they were watching they just go back into the classroom. They were watching Naruto do the do the ninjutsu portion, which she just blows out of order. She doesn't use any hand signs. She does the substitution without hand signs, the hinge without hand signs. But really she just shape shifted. But they don't need to know that. and she did the what's it called? She did the shadow clones without hand signs. She made about 20 of them without hand signs. Aruka and all of them were like, the hell she could do jutsu without hand signs? Yo, we really need to think, we need to find out the bottom of this basically. This is where Aruka and Mizuga are both astonished and they go, the hell is this girl? It's like, not even I can do that. I wonder. It was what Mizuga was thinking, like, I wonder if I can get her to still scroll the ceiling for me. She's very good in stealth, I know that for sure. The fact that she's able to run away from Anbu level ninjas says that a lot. But not only that, she's also the only person able to really catch her is Aruka. Oh well, maybe I can get her to do it. Even though she does seem a little smarter. Or I can get that idiot that's failed as mother works as the assistant or the secretary of the Hokage. That might be better actually. And she can basically sense the negative emotions from Mizuki, so she's gonna be having a clone watch him. So she secretly had all her clones besides for one that used to Assumption, as it looked like he popped away to basically trail Mizuki in the shadows, and no one can sense that clone's chakra due to its low, due to her being able to take basically cut off all her chakra, or basically to not put her chakra down in such a level that you have to be a top tier sensor in order to find her. You have to be able to sense 0.01% of her chakra basically. And so and so basically she's just sitting here just waiting for Rika to let them kind of go. But that's when she looks at Aruka, and he says, cause she's still in the room, and Aruka goes, "You passed, Naruto," and then she smiles at Aruka and says, "Thank you, big brother Aruka," and she leaves out. And basically, she'll grab a blue headband to tie around her forehead, which then she leaves out to the classroom. She'll see Hinata. She'll smile at Hinata and says, I guess I passed. Are you going to drop your magic now, Hinata? And Hinata will nod her head and she gives a small smile. Naruto, she will smile too. And basically she'll do the shapeshift into a white fox, but with one tail. She would then run up into Hinata, jump on her lap, and then go on top of her head. Basically, and just let Hinata play with her ears and stuff. And Kiba would be kind of jealous, so would some of the other guys, because, they see Naruto and, just imagine her kimono, but very tight, and to catch her curves and stuff. And due to her being a biju, she kind of is already fully grown out because of that. So basically, she has every boy there just staring at her when she's not in her fox form, or basically her little baby fox form. I'm gonna say she has 3 stages of her fox form. She has her baby fox form, which is perfect for sneaking around places, and basically due to whatever color she wants, she can change her color of her fur. If she needs to blend in with places that is very green, she could change that fox color to green. Her second form is a form for injured shinobi, her injured comrades to ride on her back. If let's say they have a messed up leg or something, they can just hop on her back. And then her final form, which is basically her tail beast form, which, well, you basically get it. So Naruto, she would then basically be in her little baby form, or her chibi form, as Hinata just starts to play with her in her baby form. But then when Aruka comes, Hinata will let her go. She'll jump out of her baby form and back to her regular form, and she would then sit next to Hinata and basically lay her head down on Hinata. Just basically everybody just be kind of glaring, all the girls are glaring at her, due to how she can easily capture all the men's like all the boys' attention in the class. Like all the females are jealous, other than Hinata. And Hinata in this one, I'm gonna say like Shino. And yeah, I'm gonna say she like Shino. Sasuke is thinking, they both can be good for my clan to rebuild. Only if I can get them somehow under my wing. Oh wait, keep this guy. But what Sasuke doesn't know is that basically also all the clan heads are there. And how she'd be like, what does he mean? What did Naruto mean by she had a mask on? So does Kirinai. And basically the same thing goes Kane, but this time it was a kid that stole the forbidden scroll of ceiling. Naruto will knock him out, so he doesn't know that she's behind him. And basically she'll send a clone. She'll tell the clone, take this back to the Hokage. But before you do that, copy it all down. And she'll give the scroll out to the kid. To the clone. As they copy all of it down, it will basically take the copy juices and stuff and give it back to Naruto, which she'll seal it on her arm. But not only just that, she will also she'll also take the kid with the scroll with the clone to give it back, give him to the Hokage, and to tell him that Mizuki had tricked him into stealing the scroll, basically, and that the kid shouldn't be punished for following his sensei orders, basically. And so that would happen. And Minato would then tell Naruto, he would say, Naruto, I want you after this to tell Hiruzen you know who your parents are and that you want your inheritance. Tell him the yellow flash and the red death are back, which was a code word for him to let him know if something was to happen and we tell you tell you about this, you can get your inheritance. Which is also in the letter we wrote to him. This is where she would nod her head, and basically she would get her inheritance. And so yeah, the Mizuki incident, it didn't really take her long. As soon as Mizuki appeared with Haruka, because Haruka was looking for the kid. Haruka didn't have a problem with the kid, and so he would find him. They would think that they found him, but then they would see Naruto with the scroll, or what looks to be the scroll, due to her having a shadow clone hinge. And so she would then say, so you tricked the kid to steal this, huh? This is where Mizuki goes, do you want to know why everybody hates you? It's because you're the nine-tailed fox. This is where she then looks at him and goes, I mean, I do have the nine-tails appearance in a certain form of mine, due to me having it sealed inside of me. But hey, bro, live your life your way. I mean, you just put yourself in a shitty ass position. I know the Hokage is watching with the other Jonas senseis and stuff, and everybody else in the village, and so they always hear her. Basically, it's like everybody there is like shocked that she already knows about all of this. Like, hers is like, oh god, this girl's too smart for her own good. She would then make chakra scalpels, and she will basically go in a blur, and everybody's like, fast. And she would basically cut his muscle tendons and all that, and basically Mizuki will fall down to the ground. And she'll look at Haruka and be like, I hope you were not with him, Haruka. That would be a real disappointment if you were. Haruka then says, no, I actually was coming here to look for the kid that stole the scroll of ceiling, to give it back to the Hokage and to bring the kid in for questioning. But why are you here? This is when she says, I can sense a Mizuki malicious emotions before I even when I get done completing the exam. So I already knew what he was up to. This is when the scroll will poof away. But guys, I'll be leaving that off here. If you do like it, please leave a like, leave a comment. I think I'm gonna drop part 2 right after this. Peace.